Oh, hello guys. Of Alpha Touring Challenge today. And I
Good
think
evening, everybody.
that the meeting is just starting, so I'll just let Logan speak.
We're getting a few more people filed in here. Once again, we have a lot of cars on track tonight. Right now, the count is at 49. And this is our first sprint challenge of the season, so we're all going to have to be extra careful around each other. This is a tight track. It's essentially a street course, and especially in that first sector, it's easy to get a track blocker or some kind of wreck. You often see people go into that outside wall in turns 1 and 2. So when you have those cold tires, just take it easy those first couple laps, and you get through that first lap or two, it's a lot easier to survive the rest of the race. This layout, of course, is new, but we have been here before. Aside from the hairpin, turn 7, the final chicane has also changed. It is a bit slower. The apex has moved to the left, so it takes a little more time to get through it. You can cut more of it. Don't expect any pit stops to be required today, but pit entry and pit exit are pretty simple if you need to use them. If you are entering the pits for any reason, just try and let people behind you know, because you will have to pull off that racing surface and then get slowed down in order to hit pit lane. Blue flags today, if we have any, plenty of places to serve them safely and serve them easily. So aside from that, between turns 1 and 4 and turns 6 and 8, it shouldn't be, aside from those areas, it shouldn't be too hard to serve blue flags. First sprint of the season, like I mentioned. So of course, as a reminder, that's 2 25-minute races. The second race will invert the top 13. But otherwise, the starting group for that second race will be set by the results of the first race. No requirements to pit, nothing like that. Qualifying's the same. A thing that I wanted to bring up, of course, when you exit out of the chicane on the backstretch, you are able to cut what is turn 12 on this map a lot. You're able to drive straight over that paint. We want to see people getting back on track before there's a white line that crosses the track. After you pass that white line, entering what is NASCAR turn 3, but on this map, it's turn 13. It's all one big thing. When you enter that corner, there's a white line, and past that, you start earning slowdowns if you're on the apron. So if you're on the outside and there's a car to your inside, let them back up on the track before we hit that line. Because that's, people are going to be using that as a racing surface. So don't do anything stupid. It's not that hard to give space there. It's a big wide open track. And then one more thing that I'll note is the new hairpin is going to invite a lot of dives. It's going to invite some crazy sins and over-unders. So use your best judgment when making overtakes in there, and be wary as you cut back. If someone's underneath you, or if you've made a dive, that you don't cut back into somebody who's done the over-under or something like that. It's going to be basically a blind corner for a lot of people, so let's just try and take it as safely as possible. If anyone has any questions, feel free to go ahead and raise your hand now. But if not, we have about 10 minutes for qualifying. I see Cooper has something to say. Go ahead.
Do note that if you have to bail on the first chicane, it is like a 3 or 4 second slowdown. This is a big one. A good way to serve it is probably stopping the chicane when you get it.
Yeah, you're gonna, and I assume by the first chicane you mean the backstretch.
The backstretch chicane, yes.
Yeah, you'll have you'll definitely want to get that served before the next chicane by just riding that high line. If you, like you say, don't come to a stop right after the chicane, because you don't want to have to serve it in all that mess after the start finish.
A good way is stop at like the second half of the chicane and then continue. It should clear itself pretty well.
Yep. All right. Well, was that it?
Yep.
All right. I also see Spencer. So go ahead, Spencer.
I didn't know there was an extra button. You mentioned that the infield of this, particularly the first couple of corners, definitely feels a lot like a street circuit. And I've been in other places where on street circuits, if you find yourself facing into traffic, as opposed to with the flow of traffic, you're encouraged to tow rather than try and recover amidst traffic. are there any places on the track where you would recommend, as a head steward, that people not try to recover facing the wrong direction and tow instead?
If you're pointed, like you say, backwards in the middle of the track, in between, if there's any place where I'd recommend that, it's in between turns 1 and 2, because you can't go left or right. You're just hemmed in by the walls. 3 and 4, at least there's places people can go, but absolutely, think about towing in that situation if you're like in between 1 and 2.
Thanks. That's all.
All right. If we don't have anyone else, then we're good to head to qualifying. You've got about 9 minutes before we do so. So good luck tonight out there, everybody. Race respectfully, and I'll see you after the race.
Okay, that was Logan with the driver debriefing, and I'm just trying to figure out how to turn off the stream elements, because I don't really want to use it. I used that in the past, but can you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out later, I guess. So it's a 10 minutes before quali, actually only 8 now. So I'm gonna turn a few laps in a practice with the quali setup. And man, I'm not out the pace. Just Michael is incredibly fast. So I did like 70 laps of practice and I can't get anywhere near him. So this is gonna be Polasek leading easily, or winning that easily, and the rest of us gonna race for the second. This is how the times look at the moment. I'm just gonna go to the track, make a few laps.
A bit.
There's traffic behind, take care.
Let's just get the feel for it.
We had snacks and everything.
And a nice cup of Rosetta Sweat.
So this is Charlotte Motor Speedway. Obviously this is the road cars, we're driving TCRs. I am in Honda, as usual for this series. This is week 2
Yeah.
of the season.
Sweat.
Last time it was a 60-minute race. This time we got a 2 25-minute races. Race 2 will have an invert in the grid. I think it's top 8 or top 12, I'm not too sure actually.
I'm really sorry, Nick.
Guess we're gonna see.
Oh, you're good. I'm just messing around.
I think they were talking about chicane, that there's a huge slowdown penalty for that. And that lane, you have to go back on the track here. And the last chicane. Yeah, the whole track is very tricky to nail actually.
Where's the team back? When are we forming it?
Turn 1, there's that wall on the outside. Very easy to push too much.
Just promise me you'll call it Zap Attack.
No. Can we call balls back?
And the hairpin is super difficult, especially on a single screen. I kind of struggle for the turn point. Yeah, there you go. I lost 2 tenths just by.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
Yeah, you have to nail the brakes just right into the chicane. Rotate the car enough before the apex, otherwise you gonna be loads of time there. Okay, now let's concentrate and try to put a decent lap on. Bit too hard on the throttle at the exit. Now if I repeat 26, I will be super happy. But it's not gonna be easy. Decent in the chicane at the entry, probably a bit too shallow. But in TCRs it's not that crucial actually. Straight into corner, rotate and straight out of it.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
And the chicane, I cannot, the last one, I can't repeat it. I did something in the fastest lap that I nailed it. That's an off track, unfortunately.
Only 2 more laps of fuel.
Let's try again. A little bit overcooked, but the tires are still fresh, so I got away with that. And there's a chance for a good lap.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Two litres left.
That was alright. But there you go, that's chicane. Really struggled to put the correct line through there. Okay, there's 1 minute left till the quali starts. But we can take away just 1 more liter of fuel. Just for that little tiny bit of speed, hopefully. Still confused with that chat. Should be displayed on the main screen as well, but I don't think it does. Why is that? Okay, I know why I turned this off now. Okay, I'm gonna hide it. There will be no chat visible during the racing. But I will be able to read that if anyone is watching.
Checker flags out. P3.
Feel free to comment. I might be able to react to it. No, but this is the quali, no? 3
That's
laps.
the end of the session. P3.
I think it's 3 laps, isn't it? Yeah, 10 minutes, 3 laps. So was a pole position last week. Don't think
We've
it's gonna
got
happen
9 minutes to get a decent lap in.
today. Track temperature even lower, 19.4 now. We had a 21 in the practice. And I think we might be racing into the darkness. So, you know, the other league I'm racing, NXTCC, they begin to rain. But I guess Logan and Alpha Touring Challenge is big into night racing. Or into the night sky.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 19 Celsius.
Tires not exactly there yet. At least not in the fast corners. That was terrible. And we got 2 more tries. I came back on throttle a bit too early. Had to lift before I committed to the corner. That was bad.
V2, only 2 laps of fuel left. That was 127.34.
Bit too wide in there. There you go, half a second off the pace already. Screwed up that chicane again. We need to do a bit better.
You've only got enough fuel for this lap. You're currently 0.37 off the pace.
Oh man, terrible, terrible. Jesus. No conviction. Should have brake more in a straight line. I was starting to turn in way too early. Just slid up wide.
Hit this lap, in this lap.
So you're gonna have to YOLO this into the chicane. You're gonna get an off track or a slowdown. It's not gonna change much. That was nice chicane, I think.
1 litre remaining.
Ah, but still actually too slow. Okay. But I think we are gonna secure that P2. Which is really all we could hope for. But yeah, it's good. It's good. And
Okay, mate, take a breath.
let's see if
Fire it
others
back
are
up,
still
get
on the
back on
track.
it.
Let's load up the race setup. .8 liters should be enough, and see if there's anybody still on track. Oh, so Logan's still trying to do a lap. I think that's his second attempt, so he still might be able to beat me. Michael's still on track. He already got all his laps in. Matthew still on. Adrian. Major. Okay, so let's see if Raymond into fourth. Let's try and see if Logan can bring the lap in. There's a good chance he's gonna beat me. He was a bit quicker in the practice than me. Now this time around, 27.3. That's gonna put him into P4. Pretty good in the hairpin actually. Oh, he got a disconnection, that's why he's a bit late. Now, so into the last chicane, and we'll see if he's gonna beat us or not. That might have been enough track, but maybe 27.4, so it's a bit slower on this time. And he finished in P4, so he squeezed in front of Augustin, barely, but still. He had very similar laps. Myself, yeah, one decent and the others two were off. Yeah, that's both of them screwed up in the hairpin. Michael, so not exactly
That's the end of
half
the
a
session.
second
P2.
faster, But yeah, still significantly quicker, so yeah, we're gonna be trying to stay in his draft as long as possible and try to bring that P2 home. So yeah, 25 minutes. Yep. So invert is in 13 actually for the race 2. Geez, this texture of the concrete of asphalt when there's the sun going down, it's kind of dodgy. Same last week on Road Atlanta. And this P1 gonna be tricky as well on the outside.
Good luck, everybody.
Race
and
start
just a reminder
in
for those
60
starting
seconds.
in the chicane there at the end, and for all those who have to go through on this first lap, just be careful with everyone there. Everyone's going to get started at different gaps, so just do your best.
People starting the chicane.
Race starts in 30 seconds.
Yeah, good luck, everybody.
The strength of field is 2,600. Get ready. Standing start now. Go.
Ooh! Shift way too early. Yeah, that allows us to cover that inside though. We are already scrubbing tires into the hairpin. Just can't get the braking right. That didn't last very long. And the internet is back.